What up, man? Hey, I'm back. My Wi-Fi was down. But you see how quick that was? Hey, man. Look, I need your... Hey, I know you with the fam, but I can't wait till we take Melina down. Woo, it's going to be nice. It's going to be fun. Anything in here I need? I can't wait to take Melina down, man. I can't wait to take Melina down. Oh, and I can't use my... Oh, I forget. I can't use my mimic when I'm summoning. That's what's crazy. Bro, the game is tripping. What's back here? Oh, man. What did it say? Good luck. Oh, good luck. That was too easy, though. Too easy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna do the hidden dragon in a minute. I want the hidden dragon. And Alzur, what you said? I'm gonna whoop him. He must be gone. I'm in the middle of two quest lines. Alexander quest line and old girl, the witch. The witch quest line. I gotta finish hers up. Oh, that's just a how the fam doing? Get up out of here. That's good. That's good. Mine too. Hey, how I get up out of here? I gotta teleport out of here. It's good, man. Yo, this game, the creators, man, the detail in this game, man, I realized, like, bro, when you go to the top under here, you can look down and see, like, it's so, man, this game is well thought, man. Like, this game is crazy. Some stuff, hey, it's so detailed, right? Think about, as the game creator, why would you make it like certain things? Like, okay, let's make the characters where they can't, for instance, right, use your ash, your spirit, when you're summoning your friends. Oh, it'd be too powerful to use. Think about that, man. Like, you got to be thinking, like, the makers of the game, like, man, we don't want to give them too much. I was thinking like that too. You know, Black Men Wukong. I was like, why they didn't just let you play Wukong? Like I'd be thinking that. I'd be like, man, why you don't just let the players play Wukong? Can I get out of here from here? Thought it was a place that'll let me go back up top.
Hey!
Mm. I already fought. Why bring you back down here? Oh wow. Okay, here we go right here. What? Oh, boy, man. Why did it do me like that? It said take the remains. Oh, you do? Crumbling Azula. Where that dragon at? Crumbling Azula. Let me go on the map. Let me see. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna see what you're talking about. Crumbling Azula. Where's that at on the map? Man. Hey, where's Crumbling Azula on the map?
Crumbling Farum Azula is way up in the later part of the game. You'll reach it after you've made significant progress in the main story. Without giving too many spoilers, you're kind of teleported there after a major plot event, so it's not a place you stumble upon. It's a big, late game area in the sky.
Elden Ring, Crumbling Azula map location. I gotta get to it. Let me get back on this quest. That's right. I remember. I killed one dragon there. I don't know if it's a secret one though. Oh, you might have to show me how to find it. I'm gonna go look in a second though. Let me just do this, man. What does this take me to? It is a secret one. Okay, okay. I gotta figure out how to find it. Secret Golem and Khaled too. Oh, bad, bad. Oh my. Uh, I'm OP. Remember I said I was trying to get OP? Oh, snap. That's crazy. Y'all, you helped me out, though, man. Like, for real. Because I've been playing it about going on, what, 2 months now? What is this? Great Orchard Bubble. Bro, you helped me out so much, dude. I wouldn't be at this point if you hadn't helped me out, bro. But you did help me out so much, man. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you, man. You just helped me come. When I first started this game, man, I was weak, man. I was soft. I was soft as a pillow. I was a pillow, man, when I first started. Straight pillow, man. Cotton candy. I was cotton candy, man. Yeah, man. When I first started, man, I was bubblegum, man. Man, one hit, I was gone. I couldn't take a hit. Man, I was softer than a pillow, man. They beat me down, man, when I first started. You help the Guts character, man. Stick to the main character, Guts. Woo. Look at me now. You made a song? Look at me now. What that song, yeah? Who sang that song? Busta Rhymes. Remember that Busta Rhymes song? We ain't got a minute. Wait a minute. Look at me now. That's that Busta Rhymes song. Is a boss back here? Oh, shoot. Boss back there. Where at? He must be gone. He must be gone. Am I going the right way? Is he down here? The other way. This way? Go back up here? Or? Oh, this way. You know I think I'm lagging. Do I keep going this way? Do I go down here? Jump down here? Oh, don't go down? Don't go down. Alright. He up here. Oh, where he at? Do I gotta go up? He up here? Just backtrack. Alright. Not in here. I'm gonna go back. Is that him right there? This him right here? Oh man, he gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. He too. Man, come on, man. He's soft. Man, he gone, man. He gone. He gone. Bye-bye. See you later. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me be careful. He gone. He gone. Night-night. Night-night. Sleep tight. Dragon Halberd. What does that do? Let me see that talisman do. Oh, that's not a talisman. I thought it was a talisman. Oh, what is it gonna do? Clarifying horn. Raises focus. That's pretty dope. Man, and look. Why they make it only give you 4 slots for talismans, man? Come on, man. 4. That's what I'm talking about. They made all these slots, but they say we're gonna make them get 4 slots only. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. They don't want you to get super OP, man. Man, come on, gamer. The people that made this game should make you, man. All right, I'm about to go down. I'm about to finish this Alexander quest line real quick. Well, I've been over here already. Let me go back to this Alexander quest line, man. But he gone. He gone. He gone. I say he gone. I say he gone. I say the boy gone home. Let me get this talisman, man. I say he gone home. I say the boy gone. I say the boy gone home. Time of day. I say the boy gone home. He must be gone. Gotta get him gone.
Location right over here, as you can see where we are now. In order to use the oil pot, you're going to go to your equipment, go down to where your potions are, and you're going to load the pot in one of your hotbars over here. The oil pot, just select it, boom, ready. Press the button to kind of select it at the bottom there, and when you've got it, just face towards him, and then press your use button, and then boom, there we go. We made him nice and oily. That means you can hit him now a few times until he ends up popping.
All right. So now, check out this boat, man. He get on my nerves. Where you at? He on my nerve, boat, man. Get out of here, boat, man. Gonna end you. Stop playing with the boat. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get rid of the boat, man. He gone. We taking out all bosses tonight. I ain't forgot about you.
Come on. Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big.
Hey, bro, you got to make a shirt. Elden Ring, Lord Guts. Tap, tap. Nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh. As a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this. Dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. Yeah, There were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them. Yes, indeed. Though it is one to which I have pow. When I can feel the warriors in to walk the path, I'm headed to the fight. I can strengthen myself there. Without, I will forge myself anew. I'm headed to the fire. I can strengthen. I will forge.
Out of the hole that he's stuck in, and that is how you get him out. And then just talk to him, and he'll give you a tip of where he's going to be next. The next location is going to require some progress. You are going to need to collect a medallion to take the Grand Lift of Dectus. I'm not going to really go into too much detail on how to take this lift, because you just need to play the game, because we're honestly going straight to endgame with this quest line. So once you finally do end up making it up this lift, we are going to the northern side. So we're going to follow from here up until this site of grace here, and then you're going to go up this pathway here, and then you're going to go towards the west. So once you finally do end up making it up this lift, we are going to the northern side. So we're going to follow from here up until this site of grace here, and then you're going to go up this from here up until this site of grace here, and then you
Elden Tree Blazing Hill.
I'm headed to the fire. I can strengthen myself there. I will forge my...
Elden Tree Blazing Hill.
going to go up this pathway here, and then you're going to go towards the west over here through this area here. There is a kind of like a boss that you need to fight here, and then you're going to go through this area here. There is a site of grace right at this location that I'm pointing at. And once you find it, you're just going to keep heading towards the north.
He gone. He gone. He gone.
north, and you're just going to follow this kind of like valley to where it leads. You'll find the next site of grace at this location on the map. that I'm about to show you here just before a kind of like castle in the distance. So what you're going to do is actually cut through that little encampment and you're going to head to this. You'll find the next site of grace at this location on the map that I'm about to show you here just before a kind of like castle in the distance. This area here, there is a site of grace right at this location that I'm pointing at. And once you find it, you're just going to keep heading towards the north and you're just going to follow this kind of like valley to where it leads. You'll find the next site of grace. At this location on the map that I'm about to show you here just before a kind of like castle in the distance. So what you're going to do is actually cut through that little encampment and you're going to head to the south to this lava area over here because this is where you're going to find Alexander and also another boss fight.
Oh.
Want to get this damage machine for free?
If you mash strawberries and the layer between peanut butter and chocolate, then freeze it, get the most delicious PB&J bites.
Where I am right now, you just kind of like come around here and just enter from this to where it leads. You'll find the next site of grace at this location on the map that I'm about to show you here just before a kind of like castle in the distance. So what you're going to do is actually cut through that little encampment and you're going to head to the south to this lava area over here because this is where you're going to find Alexander and also another boss fight. So from the perspective of playing here, you're just going to go through this village, go to the left, and you're just going to head towards the south here. Just as you get to the lava, a magma worm is going to come out the ground and you're going to have to fight it and defeat it, and also another boss fight. So from the perspective of playing here, you're just going to go through this village, go to the left, and you're just going to head towards the south here. Just as you get to the lava, a magma worm is going to come out the ground, and you're going to have to fight it and defeat it before you can continue. When you
That's been sitting in your room all day. You sound like a trumpet. Yes. I'm back, y'all. He gone.
You defeated it, you can in the distance because he's just taking a nice. Defeated it, you can just use your kind of mount and just run across and jump to this area over here and then to this next area on this like horizon over here, and you'll see Alexander speaking in the distance because he's just taking a nice. In the lava, I guess. And then you can talk to him from here and he'll give a hint of where he's going to be next. And the next place is the final place.
Ah, good sir. What business might you have in such a place as this? I hardly think your timing. I've been take it. I won't be. Perhaps I'll head as an old above the lofty. Perhaps I'll as an old above the lofty clouds, the icy. Perhaps an old above the
And also the hardest place to get to. If you've done everything to this point thus far, as I've mentioned, like before you've actually defeated like the fire giant, you can actually summon him to help you fight the fire giant, which is actually pretty cool in this area over here. His golden summon sign will literally be after the little chain bridge that you cross over here, and you see the fire giant in the distance. You'll be able to get his summon right over here. And now we're heading to the elusive dragon zone to the far right of the map. And to do this, you need to go to the Forge of the Giants to this site of grace. And at the site of grace, you need to speak to the lady at the site of grace. Use the talk option, and this will basically end up teleporting you to this site of grace. And at the site of grace, you need to speak to the lady here. And now we're heading to the elusive dragon zone to the far right of the map. If you've done everything to this point thus far, as I've mentioned, like before you've actually defeated like the fire giant, you can actually summon him to help you fight the fire giant, which is actually pretty cool in this area over here. His golden summon sign will literally be after the little chain bridge that you cross over here, and you see the fire giant in the distance. You'll be able to get his summon right over here. And now we're heading to the elusive dragon zone to the far right of the map. And to do this, you need to go to the Forge of the Giants to this site of grace. And at the site of grace, you need to speak to the lady at the site of grace. Use the talk option, and this will basically end up teleporting you to the dragon place. The dragon place obviously being on the very far right in the middle of the map, as you can see over here. Once you get here, you basically start around this area here, and you're just going to progress through here. There is a dragon on this area here, so be careful. There's a lot of dragons in this area. And then you're going to go towards the right here to this side of Grace, and then you're going to progress through some parkour to eventually get past here. So I'm not going to do all of this because this is the whole zone to cover. So once you get around to the side of Grace here to the right, the dragon temple altar, then I'm going to lead you to where you need to go. So essentially what we're trying to do reach this other side of Grace that is actually at the top. We're going to be taking a lift, and you do need 2 stone sword keys to do this. You're going to take the exit here towards the north side here, and you're going to just follow the path that I'm taking right you need to go. So essentially what we're trying to do is reach this other side of Grace that is actually at the top. We're going to be taking a lift, and you do need 2 stone sword keys to do this. You're going to take the exit here towards the north side here, and you're going to just follow the path. To go. So essentially what we're trying to do is reach this other side of Grace that is actually at the top. We're going to be taking a lift, and you do need 2 stone sword keys to do this. You're going to take the exit here towards the
What is that, bro? Oh, dude.
north side here, and you're going to just follow the path that I'm taking right now. I'm just going to speed this up for a bit for you. So just follow along here. You can sprint through if you want to. You should be fine, like I'm fine here. Just be careful. Some of these enemies hit really, really hard. At the top of the stairs here, you'll see there's a little parkour course that you can actually get up there, and there's a ancient dragon smithing stone that will upgrade, I think it's a somber one to a weapon plus 10. So that's something worth noting. If you continue straight though, you'll see you'll end up with the white door here where you have to put in the 2 stone sword keys, and this will unlock an elevator that will go to the top. Now this is the area where you're going to finally reach Alexander in his final place. You're aiming to go up there in the distance. Over there. So just follow along with me where I'm going right now. So just stick towards the right here as much as you can. We're going to take all the right things until you jump on here, jump to the left, jump over, and get to this area. Now there is a dragon here that I defeated. I don't know if it's going to still be here when he's here at the same time. If it is, you're going to have to fight the dragon first. If not, just talk to Alexander, and once you're finished talking with him, you
First time I got beat.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling.
You will get the warrior jar shard,
What an
and
incredible
with
place
him
we
you will
find
get.
ourselves.
Once you finish
That
talking with him,
aside,
you will get the
I can't
warrior jar
believe
shard
you felt
as
that
well as the
giant.
shard of Alexander. Now
practically
you
a
only get the
god.
warrior jar shard
I
if you
doubt there's
kill
another soul out
Alexander
there
at the
who could
beginning of
have
the
done
game.
the
You
same.
don't get the shard of
Of course,
Alexander, which is
I
the
count
better one.
myself
So I
the
recommend
great
actually just doing the whole quest line instead of
Alexander,
killing him because you
which
lose out.
means
And that's
I
everything
but
you
one
need to do to
pass
do
me.
Alexander's complete
Would you
quest line and
kindly
get those
undertake
talismans.
my
I hope you
ordeal?
guys enjoyed this video.
Come
I
and tell
hope
me
you
when
enjoy
you're
the
ready.
talisman
I've been
and
longing
have
to
so much
fight a
fun,
warrior
and
as
thank you so much
accomplished as
for
you.
watching.
I thought it was
Doing the whole quest line instead of killing him because you lose out. And that's everything you need to do to
bro.
do Alexander's complete quest line and get
You
those
are ready
talismans.
then?
I hope you guys
Then let
enjoyed
us
this
begin.
video. I hope you enjoy the talisman and have so much fun, and thank you so much for watching.
The April 15th tax deadline is coming, and your max refund is a few steps away with TurboTax. Plus, the new tax law can boost refunds by up to $1,000. Meet the April 15th tax deadline.
And once you finish talking with him, you will get the warrior jar shard as well as the shard of Alexander. Now you only get the warrior jar shard if you kill Alexander at the beginning of the game. You don't get the shard of Alexander, which is the better one. So I recommend actually just doing the whole quest line instead of killing him because you lose out. And that's everything you need to do Alexander's complete quest line and get those talismans. I hope you guys enjoyed
Bro,
this
what are
video.
you talking
Reach this
about?
up.
Yeah.
To go. So essentially what we're trying to do is reach this other site of grace that is actually at the top. We're going to be taking a lift, and you
How to do Alexander's quest line.
2 stone sword keys to do
Dude,
this.
who's
You're going
trash.
to take the exit here towards the north side here, and you're going to...
Iron Fist Alexander is a NPC in Elden Ring with a questline that involves multiple boss fights and a rare and powerful talisman, all of which will be covered in this guide. As usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. The first place you can find Alexander is in northern Limgrave, just south of the Saints Bridge site of grace. When you find Alexander, he'll be stuck in a pit. Speak with him and then hit him multiple times with charged attacks from a heavy weapon to free him. Doing so will reward you with the triumphant delight gesture and an exalted flesh. This step in Alexander's quest is entirely optional and will have been skipped if you already visited Redmane Castle. Moving on, the next important step for Alexander is at the Radahn boss battle. In order to initiate the Radon fight, you'll first need to activate the Grand Lift of Dectus. You'll need to get both halves of the Dectus medallion. One can be found at Fort Height in Southeast, a stone spire. After that, head to the impassable Great Bridge site of Grace in Caelid and take the portal there to quick.
Oh no.
With Robinhood, you can trade more than 25 crypto assets at one of the lowest costs on average, 24/7.
After defeating Radon, find Alexander near the Star Scourge Radon site of Grace. In order to free Alexander from this spot, you'll need to craft some oil pots. The nomad. That being said, this step in Alexander's quest is entirely optional and may have been skipped if you've already been to Mount Gelmir in northwest Altus Plateau. That brings us to the next important location to meet Alexander, which is on the far west side of Mount Gelmir. To get to him, we'll first need to make our way to Seawater River. The simplest way to do that is by traveling north from the Grand Lift of Dectus until you will need to travel all the way to Seawater Terminus. First, we'll head north through the river until to the southwest of the terminus, you'll find a lake of lava that is inhabited by a magma worm, which will need to be defeated before continuing Alexander's quest. Afterwards, make your way over to the large rock formation jutting out of the lava. A short distance away, you should be able to see and speak with Alex. In order to access the map, from there, you'll need to work your way up past the ancient snowbound garrison. I highly recommend making a brief detour to the Church of Repose, where you will get invaded by Okino. He drops the Okino mask along with the highly sought-after Rivers of Blood katana. If you defeat the fire giant before visiting the Church of Repose, then Okino will not invade and you won't be able to get the Rivers of Blood katana on that playthrough. Also, there are likely other NPC interactions and in any case, head east from the Church of Repose and cross the southern chain to enter the fire giant arena. You should see a gold summoning sign for Alexander as soon as you pass under the archway. It's possible that the summoning sign doesn't appear when you enter this arena for the first time, and there's no fog wall. If that's the case, make sure to get close enough to the fire giant so the fog wall appears, then die and return to the arena. Just to be safe, make sure you summon Alexander as an ally, then defeat the fire giant. After defeating the fire giant, make your way up to the Forge of the Giants and perform the ritual at the Site of Grace, either using yourself or Melina as kindling. This should both unlock and transport you to the crumbling Fair Missoula, which is where we'll find Alexander at his final location. After arriving at Fair Missoula, you'll need to make your way to the Dragon Temple altar and defeat the Godskin duo boss. From
in the Alexander quest line in Elden Ring, after you get to the second part where before you fight the fire giant, its summoning sign should be down, but it's not. I already beat the fire giant. Do I need to summon him there? I don't have to.
If you've already beaten the fire giant, you're good. You don't need to summon Alexander in that fight. His summoning sign would have helped during that boss battle if you hadn't done it yet, but since you've already taken the giant down, you can just continue with his quest line.
Do I need to fight him at the last part? Is he trying to fight me? Should I kill him or not?
Yeah, at the end of Alexander's quest, he'll challenge you to a duel. It's more of a warrior's honor thing.
Well, then what's that big vase giant on that other part where it's like 3 red summoning signs? Is that part of the quest line?
That's a separate event. Those 3 red signs come from the Great Jar, who is that huge pot in Kaled. It's a challenge to fight 3 duelists in a row. It's not part of Alexander's quest line, more like a separate challenge for a reward.
Is Alexander at the end going to be up there at the top? Do I need to beat him or just run away?
You'll want to honor his request and fight him when you meet him at the end. It's a respectful duel. He's not hostile, just fulfilling his warrior spirit. Once you defeat him, you'll get his prized item, and that closes his story on a...
What's his item?
When you defeat Alexander, he gives you his prized item, the Shard of Alexander. It's a talisman that boosts...
How do I know if I got the full shard?
The full Shard of Alexander comes only after you complete his final duel. If you fought him at the end of his quest and received a talisman that boosts skill damage significantly, that's the full reward. If you don't have that, you'll need to revisit his quest.
I am the great warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. As I suspected. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior till his last.
So I received the Shard of Alexander and I received something else. What's that other thing?
Along with the Shard of Alexander, he also leaves you his innards. It sounds a bit grim, but that item is actually used to complete another NPC's quest. So you got both the symbolic victory and a quest item.
Now what does the Shard of Alexander do?
The Shard of Alexander boosts the attack power of all your weapon skills. Essentially, when you use any Ash of War or special weapon art, it hits harder.
Does it boost my sword power?
Exactly. If your sword has a skill, whether it's a sweeping slash, a heavy thrust, or any Ash of War, the Shard of Alexander will make that skill hit harder. So it's perfect for a skillful swordsman.
So I have the Lion's Claw. Will it make that Lion's Claw?
Absolutely. With the Shard of Alexander equipped, your Lion's Claw skill will hit even harder. It'll give that leaping somersault slash.
Will it hit harder than the what's the one I got? Will it make it harder than the Claw Talisman?
The Claw Talisman boosts the damage of your jump attacks, while the Shard of Alexander boosts weapon skills like Lion's Claw. If you were using Lion's Claw specifically, the Shard of Alexander will give it a bigger boost. But if you're doing
how much of a boost?
The Shard of Alexander gives about a 15% boost to your weapon skills. So when you use Lion's Claw, it'll hit about 15% harder with that talisman equipped.
So I have the talisman equipped now. What does it do to my skills?
With that talisman on, any skill you use, like Lion's Claw or any other weapon skill, will deal roughly 15% more damage. So whenever you trigger those special moves, they'll hit noticeably harder.
What about my heavy sword attack?
Your regular heavy sword attacks, like normal swings or charged heavy attacks, won't increase much like Alexander. It only amplifies the damage of your weapon skills, those special Ashes of War.
Well, the talisman, claw talisman, if that does the same thing, though, right? Added on to my lion's claw, because I jump in the air. That's a jump attack.
I get what you're thinking, but they boost different things. The claw talisman boosts regular jump attacks, like if you just jump and swing. The Shard of Alexander boosts weapon skills, like Lion's Claw, since that's a special skill, not just the jump. So if you're using Lion's Claw, the Shard is what powers it up, while the claw talisman is for basic jump slashes.
Now, what's going back to that jar, that giant jar pot,
So
and fight them three?
Exactly. Once you defeat all 3 duelists, the Great Jar acknowledges your strengths, and you'll get a reward. The Great Jar's Arsenal Talisman, which boosts your equip load. It's a separate challenge. No need to duel Alexander for that part.
I ain't on it. After I beat the dual attack, what does the Great Jar Astral do that I received?
The Great Jar's arsenal isn't an Ash of War, but a talisman. What it does is increase your maximum equip load significantly, so you can wear heavier armor or carry larger weapons without fat rolling. It's super helpful for staying nimble while fully geared up.
Oh no!
I
Come
know.
on.
Might have been hoping for some flashy
Are you serious, dude? Hey, so which talisman should I have? I got Raydon's armor on. I'm about to fight Melina. So right now
All right.
I got the hold on, wait. And also I got my mimic I'm gonna use too. So my mimic gonna do everything I have. So I got Raydon's armor. I got the Shard of Alexander, and I got the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which enormously boosts physical damage negation. And I got the Great Jaw Arsenal, which raises my equipment load so I can move around in Raiden's armor. And then I have the Raiden's Sword Seal, but I really don't need it because all my stats are up in the 90s, really. So I don't know if I need to have that on there because it says it also increases damage taken. So if I change that out to...
Since you don't need the Radahn Scar Seal anymore, swapping it out can help reduce that extra damage taken. You might want a talisman that boosts your survivability against Malenia, like a talisman that enhances holy damage negation.
What about what about the talisman? She doesn't do holy damage though, do she?
You're right, Malenia doesn't do holy
What about the Pearl Drake talisman? She boosts physical damage greatly boosts non-physical damage negation.
That one's useful if you're dealing with elemental damage, but Malenia's main threat is her fast physical strikes and that lifesteal effect. If you're already reducing physical damage with the Dragon Crest, you might want something that helps sustain you, like a talisman that boosts healing from flasks, or one that enhances stamina regen. Anything that helps you stay aggressive but safe will be key.
What about hold on. What about the Hammer talisman? It says enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers.
That one's more for if you're blocking with a shield and want to wear down enemies. Okay. Malenia's all about dodging those rapid slashes, so that talisman won't really help you avoid her attacks or deal more damage. I'd still prioritize talismans that boost your survivability or your direct damage output.
What about
Take your time, think about your playstyle, whether it's boosting attack power or increasing survivability. We can definitely fine-tune it.
Hold on. So the Ritual Shield Talisman raises defense when HP is at a maximum.
That could definitely help at the start of the fight, especially if you're trying to avoid taking any early hits.
Yeah, but she's going to hit you early, though. You can't stop her hits.
You're absolutely right. Malenia's quick, and that first hit might come fast. In that case, a consistent defense or healing boost might be more reliable. Let's keep you steady throughout the whole fight.
Or we could do the winged sword and send it raise attack power with successive attacks.
That could be a great pick. Since you'll be landing multiple hits, it will ramp up your damage with each successive strike. If you're confident in dodging and keeping the pressure on, that talisman will definitely give you an offensive edge.
Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Sure.
Hold on.
No rush.
So we have the Twin Blade Talisman. It says enhances final hit of chain attacks. No, I don't like that.
Yeah, if you're not focusing on finishing long combos, that might not give you as much value. Let's keep looking for something that matches how you want to fight.
So since I have the Alexander, Shard of Alexander activated, if I put that's just jump attack. So what about What's the clarifying horn charm? It says raises focus. What can that do?
Focus mainly helps you resist sleep or madness buildup. Since Melania doesn't inflict those, it won't do much here. Let's focus on talismans that'll help with physical defense, stamina, or
So the
damage.
Pearl Drake talisman says vastly boosts non-physical damage negation. So what does that mean?
That means it reduces elemental damage, like magic, fire, lightning, or holy. Since Melania's attacks are mostly physical, that talisman won't give you much protection in this particular battle.
What about when she goes in her second form and she does the rotten grot and all that stuff?
In that second phase, her Scarlet Rot does count as non-physical, so the Pearl Drake would help reduce that rot damage. If you're struggling with her rot attacks, then it could be a solid
What is that
choice.
slashing attack she does? What is that? When she jumps in the air and whips all the slashes. This is a killer. It hurts you.
Yeah, that's her Waterfowl dance, one of her signature moves. It's pure physical damage and it's brutal. So for that, your physical defenses and dodging will matter most. If you can mitigate that initial damage, you'll have a better shot.
Alright. So Pearl Drake talisman +2. It says, so I got one of them. One of them says Pearl Drake talisman +2 vastly boosts non-physical damage. And then I have Pearl Drake talisman +1. This greatly boosts non-physical damage. Which one is more powerful?
The +2 version is definitely more powerful. Each upgrade level increases the effect, so the +2 will give you the best non-physical damage negation.
So right now I have my Mimic Spirit, and I have my Shard of Alexander attached with my Dragon Crest Shield Talisman. I have my Great Jar Arsenal, which help me move around in Redan's armor. I have Pearl Drake Talisman +2.
That's a solid setup. You've got physical defense, skill damage, mobility, and now that rot mitigation. You're well prepared, now it's just about dodging her flurries and timing the strikes. You got it.
Ah, just hit.
Blade of Nicola.
Hey, so I took the Great Jar Arsenal off and I moved just fine. I thought my equipment load was too heavy with last time with Radiant's armor on. I don't know what happened.
Hey, sometimes tweaking gear works wonders. Maybe you adjusted something else earlier, or you've just gotten more comfortable with the armor's weight. Either way.
You can get more comfortable with armor's weight?
Well, not literally, but as you learn the rhythm of your rolls, it feels easier. Plus, if you upgraded endurance or fine-tuned other gear, that could be helping too.
Well, my endurance is at 50.
With endurance at 50, you've got a solid stamina pool and a grip load capacity. That's probably why you feel light enough now. You've got the flexibility to roll well, dish out damage, and keep that defense up.
My dexterity is at 16.
At 16 dex, you've got just enough finesse for a lot of weapons, but you're clearly leaning into strength and tankiness.
My vigor is 97, my strength is 99.
Oh, you are absolutely a powerhouse. With vigor that high, you can tank hits, and with strength at 99, your weapon hits like a truck. You've got the bulk and the bite. Just keep an eye on that stamina and dodge those tricky moves.
So if I use the Redan Source Seal, that greatly raises attributes, all it raises up really changes my dexterity from my dexterity to 21 and my endurance to 55 and my vigor to 99.
Exactly.
But it makes me increase damage taken though.
Yes, that's the trade-off. It gives you those attribute boosts, but you take more damage.
With the attributes I just said though, I don't need it though, do I? Because it won't be different.
Honestly, with vigor at 97 and strength at 99, you're already at peak performance for your build. That Scar Seal boost wouldn't really add much, and it's not worth taking extra damage. You've got all the power you need already.
So now I can add on.
You've got a free slot to tailor to your style. You could add something that boosts stamina recovery, or maybe something that helps you heal.
Raises attack power with successive attacks.
That sounds like the Winged Sword Insignia or the Rotten variant. If you're getting in multiple hits, it'll ramp up your damage. Pairing that with your strength, you'll hit even harder. Sounds like a strong trick.
Alright, here we go, y'all. Try it. Get him. Oh, that was my fault. I stopped. I tried to use some doggone spells. Well, my boy giving it to her though. Man, come on. I messed up twice. No, are you serious? Bro. We had a beat, bro. Use your life, bro.
By the scarlet rot.
That's all right, tearing us up. She's tearing me up with that scarlet rot. What item will stop that scarlet rot? Any talismans in the game that I don't have that can put a stop to that?
For Scarlet Rot, there isn't a talisman that outright stops it, but you can reduce build-up with the immunizing Horn Charm, or boost resistance with armor that has high immunity. Also keep preserving boluses handy. They'll cure Rot instantly. Stay mobile, and watch that bar.
Oh, again? Oh, let's move at that. Let's move at that. He beating us up. We beat her.
Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord. Oh, dear Mikola. Oh, dearest Mikola. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Yo, we beat Melina. We beat him.
Yes, that's a huge victory.
So what do you get? You get the Melina Great Room. What does that do? What does Melina do? Power.
Melania's signature power is that every
No, what?
time
No, I mean, what do we get from it? What was that? I'm so excited I didn't get to see it.
I get the excitement, when you beat her, you get her remembrance, which you can trade for either her katana, the Hand of Melania, or her Scarlet Aeonian spell. Plus, you can craft her armor later.
What else did I get? I got something else too.
You also get her Great Rune. When activated, it lets you recover health every time you land an attack on enemies.
Her Great Rune. Where is that at?
You'll need to take her Great Rune to a Divine Tower to restore it. In this case, head to the isolated Divine Tower. Once activated, just equip it at a site of grace using a rune arc. Then you'll gain that health on hit effect.
Is it a talisman or what is it?
No, a great rune isn't a talisman. It's a special item you equip at a site of grace. You activate it with a rune arc, and then its passive effect is active.
How many times can you use it?
You can keep using it as long as you have rune arcs. When you activate a rune arc, the Great Rune's effect stays on until you die.
What does hers do?
Melania's Great Rune specifically lets you recover a bit of health every time you land an attack on an enemy. It's like a smaller version of her own lifesteal. So the more you hit, the more you heal.
Is that the Great Rune of the Unborn? That's not it, is it?
No, that's different. The Great Rune of the Unborn is Renala's, which lets you respec.
Melina's Great Rune, I see it.
Exactly. Now that you've got it, whenever you want to try out that life.
How do I use it?
First, restore it at the Isolated Divine Tower.
Where's that at?
The Isolated Divine Tower is off the Divine Bridge in Lanedale. You can use the teleporter at the Divine Bridge to get there. Once you restore the rune, just equip it at a site of grace.
And how many times can I use it?
You can equip the Great Rune as many times as you want. The effect activates when you use a rune arc. Each rune arc lasts until you die, so you'll need another rune arc each time after that.
So I have to either buy a rune arc or just get one?
You can find rune arcs as loot, get them from enemies, or buy them from certain merchants. Stock up when you can. That way you'll always have a backup for your Great Rune buffs.
Melina gone, y'all. Let me post this video.